Hey, what's up guys, this is Val. In today's review we're going to be talking about heels and specifically one called the power pump. Just locate it here. So the way you're going to locate it once you have it installed is in my DAZ library, people, Genesis 8 female, clothing, and then power pump, right? Now, it comes with materials, all right? And it doesn't say here if it's iRay or 3D light. And in fact, when you go to the product page of this very pair of shoes, you cannot distinguish if this is for iRay or 3D light. It just doesn't say. So I take it's for iRay and it's iRay adjusted, but just unfortunately it doesn't say. So going back to our model here, I'm gonna apply that shoe. Okay, so these are materials. What's cool about this, you have a lot of options, right? And not just for the exterior, so to speak. You go down here, you've got sole and even heel, different textures that can be applied. This is really impressive, really cool stuff. You also have style presets, so you can have a little bit like this larger sole or more classical 80s, and also the kind of shaping presets. So it's really cool that you can modify the shoe that way. So you also have here, when just click on this main folder here, the power pump, you have the power pump prop, and you also have power pump foot pose. And so let me just select our model. I have Vicky 8 in our scene. And if you're wondering, I have the one-piece swimsuit, which is also great, and Linda ponytail hair for Genesis 8 female. So having her selected now, I'm going to apply the shoe. And immediately that jumps there into the view here. And when you have the model selected, you apply this pose on the model, okay, on Genesis 8. So you kind of tweak the pose. Let's do that right now. I can show you how that works. You tweak the pose. So we're gonna go in here, poses. Let's do glamour model, Victoria 8, high heels or flat, doesn't really matter, but let's just take high heels. Let's take this one. All right. And having that now selected, select Victoria here, go back all the way to clothing, go down here, power pumps. Let me just locate that. There it is, power pump. And you now double click on this power pump foot pose to realign the feet properly. So now she stands properly on the ground. So first apply a pose, then you're gonna get all the way back here. Now, a very cool thing and useful feature as of late is that you can actually right click on this and at the very bottom click on create custom action. Now it says it's created, and now if you go ahead and play with different poses, let's say you go back here and change the pose to something else. Let's say we pick this one over here, all right? And now instead of going back all the way to the folders and locate that script again, you go all the way to the top and click there, and at the very bottom you now have that power pump foot pose. So you can just click there and it's applied. So that way you don't have to go back and forth. You can place the very important scripts over here. All right, that's very useful. All right, so let me just go back a couple of steps so we can get back the pose, standing pose we had. Awesome. So let me modify the shoe. So once it's applied to your model, you have to go select the model here and expand it here if needed. All right, and then select the power pump down here. Now you've got some options. So now I have to go back to that folder, clothing, power pump. There we go. And we got materials. All right, so let's hit them with something else. Let's try the silver. Snake skin 2. it's called. Let me zoom in on that actually. Let me go a little bit closer on our model to really see how they look like. Man, that's some great geometry, very, very clean geometry, I have to say. I'm quite impressed. They look just stunning, gorgeous. Look at this surface, man, that's awesome. So let me change to this pink one. Abstract. Man, these are great looking shoes. Alright, so let's do some classical ones. This one, let's take black. Really good. Awesome. Alright, so let me try something else. Let me try going down all the way here. And there is now some heel fabric, okay? We can change. So let's do, let's just pick white just for a test. Just see if that works. It does. It's the back of the heel. This is really, really cool. It's not like metal, it's fabric white, alright? Is there a metal? Glossy white. Let's see if there is some metal. There is no metal. That's a small drawback. I would like to have metal, you know. Alright. So now going back, I can just choose, let's go back to black, alright? And I'll choose red sole all the way here, sole red. That's very red carpet style, right? That looks awesome. Very nice, very beautiful. Alright, so let's change the presets now. So style presets. The same thing, you have to have the shoe selected and then go in here and we can just, you know, click on shaping preset 1, which alters the shoe into a more classical 80s pump that doesn't have so much no, the bottom of the shoe isn't that blocky, it's more neat looking. Then we've got this one here, more blocky on the heel. We've got this one and we've got this one. That's awesome. All right, so basically you're getting a lot of shoes for the bang, so to speak, right? You get a lot of shoes, a lot of styles, a lot of options. So it's not just a single shoe that looks the same. You can actually modify it and get a lot of options, which I just love, by the way. All right, so what you also have, which many folks maybe don't know or not aware of, at times, be careful to check this out on the props you buy, because sometimes there are additional controls besides the ones you can see here, and those can be found in the parameters tab. If you have the shoe selected here, go to parameters tab, and in here you got a lot of options, and these are quite impressive. For instance, let's say we're gonna adjust, let's say, let me just take one of these. So what it does, it alters how the shoe fits the toe here on the side. So this is a morph, and that's quite impressive. So ankle height both, look at that. I mean, come on, this is really impressive stuff, I haven't seen that on many shoes, I have to tell you. So ankles, you can also adjust these individually. Come on, that's really, really impressive. Wow. All right, so we got expand all. It's like the overall size of the shoe, if you need them a little bit larger, or if the feet are maybe not really fitting inside or whatever reason. That's really impressive. All right, so pretty much that's about it. And I just can't find anything negative to say about this, besides the fact that maybe I would love some metal heel, as an option, but that's just about it. So great. I mean, the geometry is just breathtaking, really, really beautiful. And also what you can do if you really want to is you can go on the shoe if you're really close and you want to really keep you know, the edge. You see, if you get really close to the back here, you can maybe start to feel the polygons shaping up and showing, right? So what you can do here is click on that shoe, all right? So click on that shoe, go all the way up to edit, then choose object, geometry, and convert to sub D. It means convert to subdivision, which creates more polygons on the item and makes it more organic looking or fluid looking. It doesn't work on all objects, and it might even destroy an object, but in this case this is kind of an organic, you know, shape, and it's very well modeled, so it should, you know, work with this. So click there once, and that would then change and apply, you know, just make it more curvaceous, so to speak. That might help with, you know, how the polygons are applied here. What you also can do, if you really want to check, you know, and make those surfaces just a little bit more like appear to have more polygons, you can go to edit, object, geometry, and triangulate. That will, it's not reversible. So that will, you know, kind of triple the polygons and add more of them. That might help with how the surfaces look like, how they reflect light and shadows and all that. So if you're getting some blocky, kind of blocky shadows and all that, you can try to triangulate the shoe or that surface so it looks better. So again, I'm very impressed by this product. Kudos to Saya, well done. And if you're interested in taking a look at this, follow the link below this video. Please let me know in the comments if you like this, if you found this useful, and I'll see you soon again.